Hey, good morning, everybody. Morgan SLV here. Let's get into the metals once again, real quick, like I like to do. Today's date, 10/20/2010. Gold, $13.35, up $1 from yesterday. You know, we had a bit of a pullback. Silver, $23.60, up 23 cents. And for all I know, that was about an hour and a half ago. It might be even higher. You know, one of the things I wanted to go over today is examining the last bull market. Most of the price of the metals were driven up by North America and Western Europe, and the casing point is that a lot of the other countries who are now emerging were not able to either purchase, they didn't have access to the gold and the silver like we do in this country and in Europe at the time, and so what's happening is you've got another tremendous force that's going to adhere to the whole matrix of driving up gold and silver, right? Because if you have a wider audience, obviously the fundamentals are correct for the prices to go up. This time it's the entire world. The other thing is, obviously, I think most of us know, is that silver is rarer than gold. For the first time in history, that is the case. Silver's consumed, gold is mostly hoarded. Gold is the money for the kings and queens, and silver's the money, the metal for the masses, right? Also, the industrial use for silver. It's just going to be dynamic. It's going to be huge. I don't know if you guys can tell. Right now, the sun's coming up over my home right now, and it's right on my forehead. It's kind of funny. You can't have a commodity that the world is running out of, like silver, and have the fundamentals against mining it. In other words, right now there's a lot of mines that can't even make money, or they're probably getting closer to this material's dated a little bit, but for a long time a lot of the companies couldn't mine it at a profit. Well, that's coming to an end, my friends, and so I don't know if you want to take a look at mining stocks. I use the KISS method when I invest. I'm very non-technical. I understand how to buy homes and rent them out. I've done it in the past. I'll do it in the future. It's kind of a no-brainer for me. As far as my metals investing, it's silver and silver only, and that's where I'm at right now. Now, in the future, I have a standing appointment to talk to David Morgan. That's going to be neat. It's a chunk of dough to talk to him. I don't know if you guys know that or not. He charges a handsome price, to make things happen for you, but it's worth it to me. I mean, when I can ask specific questions of somebody that's that renowned, in the precious metals market. Let's go over something else. In the 1920s and 30s, there was a major shift due to a financial crisis. Okay, pretty much that's when our country kind of took hold as far as the engine of the world. We had tremendous savings. We had tremendous production. We have tremendous raw materials. Not to mention, I think that Americans, good old Yankee ingenuity was fast at work, and we kicked some ass, no doubt about it. But the bottom line is, now the world is shifting again from the U.S. to Asia, and it is also caused by a crisis, by a financial crisis. We used to be the largest creditor nation. Now Japan, China, Korea, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Singapore are. So what is that telling you? The strengths that this country once had, are long gone. And like I say, I believe that you're either going to be part of the problem or part of the solution. I don't believe everybody in the U.S. can be broke. I believe, as Peter Schiff said, a person that cares about this country, has a duty, if they can, to become wealthy or become solvent, so that when this country starts to, the engine of our economy starts to chug again, that somebody's there to pick up the pieces and let's get this thing done. So I plan to be one of those people. That's why I study people like Schiff and Maloney and Da Vinci J15, Silver Futurist, Inflation Nation. Those are just the few, and then the books that I read, Crash Proof, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I get into the financial dictionary once in a while on my computer and just look up what things mean. So, in other words, I plan to try to plug in and do my part to help rebuild this country. I'm approaching 50. I'm 47 now. So, I don't know how much I'll get done before, it's time for me to bow out, let my kids take over. But they're already understanding they're going to be inheriting homes. My son's business is kicking butt. I just can't be more happy. He did $160 yesterday off of his channel, off of his business there on the internet. And dude, that's cool. He's 16, man. How many adults do that, right? So I'm proud of him. His website is smallengineadviceForDummies.com. Now, one last thing that I wanted to go over. I told you that I hired a quote-unquote IT guy. We call him Junior. His name's Junior. And, it's kind of neat because he's got technical background where I don't, and I have a chutzpah where he doesn't, I guess you might say. I'm freaking on fire to make this thing happen, and he's got the technical knowledge to get things done. So we bought my domain yesterday, www.preciousmetalsreporting.com. www.preciousmetalsreporting.com. That's my going to be my video blog. That's going to be the name of that, where I'll be selling products hopefully in the future off that, and just having an overall a lot of good information on there. He's going to be researching new items for me to study out and get on YouTube. So I'm very excited about that. Once again, my theory is this: I'm not going to wait just for my precious metals to pop. I'm also doing other things. I suggest you guys check into something. I'm deciding to do mine online because I can pull dollars from outside my area, whether that's outside of California or outside the U.S. That's our game plan. And as you know, we're going to get rentals with our precious metals when they pop. And so we have a two-prong approach to make this thing work. And I'm hoping that you guys do well. If you guys have any questions on anything that I'm doing, also we're hooked up with a guy by the name of Arthur Robinson Jr. I can't say enough about this guy. He's super professional. He does, he's had meetings and with David Morgan, Mike Maloney, Joe Sugarman. I mean, these interviews that he does are incredible. I suggest you check him out. I'll make sure that he gets some more stuff on my site so you guys can take a look at it. Once again, his name is Arthur Robinson Jr. Take a look at him. Anyway, Morgan SLV out. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.